Hello everyone, welcome to another upload. Hope you're all doing great. It is 3 days before the start of the women's 100 meter at the Olympics and 4 days before the men will face the starter for the heats. Now a lot of persons, a lot of my Jamaicans, I'm seeing the comments, what is that mean with Sherica Jackson? We're not seeing the MVP athletes. Well, the media had a sit down with Coach Steve Francis and he said some interesting things, and I'm going to allow you to listen. But first, I'm going to share my takeaway. Then you're going to listen and tell me if you are, getting the same information. You are interpreting the coach's interview as I did. So firstly, of course, people are asking about Sherica Jackson. Coach Francis is saying to his knowledge, she's okay. She seems okay. And, they asked about her medical condition. Coach Steve Francis, he's not going to give you more than he wants to give to you. So he said that they would have to ask their medical personnel that. But, he's saying Sherica looks okay. And, if coach says she looks okay, then, we're going to take some comfort in that. He was also asked about Kishane Thompson because everybody is saying Kishane is going to be winning the 100 meter. He's asking if that is not too much. He was asked if that wouldn't be too much mental pressure on Kishane, and he's saying, why? Now, one of the things that coach said is that Kishane is in the form that he was in June or even better. And he also said that we have not really seen the best of Kishane, to my interpretation, which means that, we could see Kishane running faster than the 977 at the Olympics. Then, of course, Tia Clayton. Now, what was most interesting, what he said about Tia Clayton that had me like, what? And I'm really excited is the fact that he said at the national trials, Tia was a little off. So she was not at her best. And he's hoping that we will see her perform at her best at these Olympics. No, Tia PB'd at the national trials, 10:86. And her coach is saying that was not the best of Tia Clayton. So guys, I am super excited to see what Tia is going to do at the rounds of the Olympics and to see what will happen when she gets to the finals. I hear that, when she gets to the finals. I'm being bold here. Take a listen to Coach Francis and let me know if I am misinterpreting what the man is saying. Here is his interview.
Coach, on the eve basically of the Olympics and track and field, you seem to be in extremely very good spirits. What accounts for that?
I'm always in good spirits. Prior to when my athletes are going to run, you always want to see what they're going to do. So,
what can you tell us about what they're going to do then?
well, I'm not a prophet, so I can't tell you what they're going to do, but they seem to be okay to me.
Coach Sherica Jackson suffered what appeared to be an injury. I don't think we've heard from you or anybody else on an official word on the health status, the injury status of Sherica Jackson coming into the championships. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I think that's something you're going to have to address to her medical personnel. But as far as I know, she appears to be okay to me.
Okay, and in speaking about Kishane Thompson, he's competed once in the national championships, and every competition he's had this year, every race he's finished, he's run sub 10. Talk to me about Kishane Thompson's progression this season.
I don't know what to say. I mean, everybody knows how he has done his times, and I can't predict what he's going to do. Just to say that, I don't think anybody has yet seen him run. If that's going to happen this Olympics, and how fast that will be.
Given what you've seen so far, how confident are you that his first showing will be a memorable one? Because Jamaica has not had a global men's 100 meter title in 8 years. How good do you think his chances are to break that drought?
Every race has 8 people, and to win or come second or third or whatever depends not on you, but on what the other people in the race does. I'm in no position to predict what anybody else is going to do. It appears to me that he is at least as good as he was in junior championships. So we'll see.
Coach, mentally, on him, everybody's expecting him to.
He's there.
Yeah, everybody's
Why?
expecting him to win based on his performance. 977 at the national trials, looking back.
But why is that with mental pressure? You know what I mean? I don't see the pressure because at the end of the day, everybody's talking about experience and it's all about speed. Right? When the gun fire, you run from there down to there, so whoever gets there first wins.
Coach.
So it has nothing to do with experience or mental pressure or whatever. He just has to be able to execute as well as he can.
You don't know how to slow down. The first time you tried to slow down at the trial, you almost fell.
He slows down every day in practice.
You almost fell, that's what he said.
Yeah,
Do you have concerns
No, I don't. I have no concern.
doing the rounds?
No. I don't understand. I mean, he ran 982, 984, and 977. Not even Usain Bolt has ever had that kind of series in a championships. I don't see what anybody's worrying about. He averaged 981 over 3 rounds. Maybe Usain did the same thing in 2009 when he ran 958. But I don't think anybody else has done that. I mean, I haven't checked everybody, but I have checked a lot. So I don't see what anybody is worried about. I don't think based on his June shape, he has much to worry about the rounds.
So you think he's...
Or to Eugene. I mean, otherwise, you just run.
Coach, speak to me about Tia, Coach. She has been improving immaculately this season. Your thoughts on her, and what are your expectations of her going into her first Olympic Games?
Well, again, the only question is if she will be at her very best. She was slightly off at the national championships, and I'm expecting that this time she will be at her very best, and we see what happens as a result.
Does it get, in 2008, see Shelly just came out of maybe no words in terms to win the title. Obviously, you had some inside information back then, but do you get the same kind of feelings from 2008 to, this year with Tia?
No, Tia is young. She's 9. She's 20 next month. At the time when Shelly won, she was relatively mature. She was 22 that same year. So it's all a matter of what Tia wants. Tia probably with youth nobody knows how she's going to approach it, but what I do know is that we're hoping that this time she is going to perform at her best.
So there you have it, guys. Are you convinced? Does it sound like Tia Clayton is going to PB at the Olympics? I want to hear from you. Drop your comments. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and until my next upload, take care.